Being the son of one of the greatest players to touch a basketball has seen many put a lot of expectations on Bronny James. Unfortunately, while many have come to be disappointed with the rookie, his recent performances have shocked many in the league about his potential. Well, join me as I walk you through how NBA players are shocked about how good Bronny James is. G League or NBA level. Nepotism, not good enough, and not talented enough have been the several things many have tagged Bronny James since he got drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers in the 2024 NBA Draft. With how many in the league and fans alike were expecting him to put up lottery pick numbers as a rookie, the 55th pick could very well be the most scrutinized second-round pick of all time. The 20-year-old guard was signed to a 4-year, $7.9 million contract with the first 3 years fully guaranteed, and in his first 5 preseason games, he averaged 1.6 points per game on 20% shooting with more turnovers than field goals across those games. In his 6th preseason game, however, he showed some signs of promise, posting 17 points and making his first three-pointer of the preseason. Fast forward to the league, and there were still some major concerns about his potential. So far in his rookie season, he has been involved in just 7 games, averaging 2.6 minutes per game. And with those little minutes, he is averaging 0.6 points, 0.3 assists, 0.1 rebounds, and 0.1 blocks. Now, the stats don't tell the whole story, but it does explain why so many are piling on the young guard. I mean, his stats and minutes sure explain why Bronny is far from being in JJ Redick's rotation with the Lakers and why he is playing in the G League. But playing in the G League so far, Bronny's performance has seen many reconsidering their opinions on the young guard. In the G League, Bronny gets to play more minutes than he did in the league, and he has so far proven why he should get more minutes in the NBA. In the G League, Bronny James is currently averaging 14.7 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.3 steals, and 0.7 blocks per 27.3 minutes per game. He recently scored a career-high 30 points on 57% shooting on his road debut, and he did it shooting behind the arc.
In the short corner, can't get it to go, but the rebound back volleyed by Kelly. The possession stays alive for Bronny James. A 3 is good. First 3 of the year for Bronny James.
And catching lobs.
For the game, and he was talking a little bit about what he's been able to build on here.
Hello, Bronny James! Backdoor cut and an alley-oop yet again, rocking the rim.
While any of those are shocking, what is more shocking is the intensity and confidence the rookie has been playing with lately. The truth is, Bronny's biggest problem hasn't been that he isn't talented, but that he lacks confidence. And so far, he seems to be getting that confidence back. I mean, watch him being a menace in the paint.
Working on side Washington Jr., getting inside. Hello, young king, Bronny James.
Or a problem for defense.
James into the paint, elevates, and connects. James working with Kelly. James to the rim, gets the friendly bounce.
This is a completely different player to the guy who had more turnovers than field goals in the preseason. This is a confident Bronny James, a player now willing more than ever to carry the pressure of being the son of one of the greatest NBA players ever, and to silence all critics and haters. This is the Bronny James who is out to be the amazing college prospect he was always meant to be. Top prospect. Bronny James scoring 30 points on 57% shooting against professionals in the G League is just proof that the talent has always been there. Well, this is not to say it is surprising though, because he never did have a 30-point game in college. But you should know that coming out of high school, Bronny was projected as a top 10 pick in the 2024 NBA Draft. He was a 4-star recruit and was seen as the most improved prospect in the country. I mean, while still in high school, he was already taking off like his father and dribbling out of a screen and between defenders.
That I've seen Bronny James in his career. Beautiful split against the ball screen.
Third foul for Bronnny.
And then he follows up with the finish.
He was just 15 when he replicated his chase down block on Andre Iguodala in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. In his senior year of high school, he averaged 14.2 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 1.8 steals per game, leading his team to a 23-11 record. Bronny was later selected to play in the McDonald's All-American game and even got named to the United States team for the Nike Hoop Summit. In that event, he scored 15 points, making 5 3-pointers, which tied the record for most made three-pointers in the event ever, while dishing out 4 assists and 2 steals. He also finished second in the event's dunk contest. Without a doubt, many could see that the talent was there, and being this talented in high school, he had many offers. In fact, at just 10, Bronny already had offers from Duke and Kentucky. In any case, later committed to play for USC, and while that should have been the start of something great, he never did turn out to be the star many believed he would be. Just 2 months after committing to USC, Bronny collapsed during a USC practice session in what was later revealed to be a cardiac arrest caused by a congenital heart defect, and for 5 months, he was in the hospital and never played. And when he later returned to the court, he was no longer the Bronny many knew him to be. Even though there were flashes of his talents, his confidence was visibly gone. In his single year of college basketball, Bronny played 25 games, starting just 6, and he averaged 4.8 points on 36.6% shooting, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists in 19.3 minutes. He shot 26.7% from the three-point line. He was far from being NBA ready, according to many scouts and sports analysts. One Eastern Conference scout who has evaluated Bronny for years said, "You're set up for failure. It's like, what's the expectation here?" Another veteran NBA scout was rumored to have accessed Bronny as a good athlete, with a high basketball IQ who plays hard and the right way, but lacks talent and shouldn't be made a priority in the draft. Many scouts, fans, and people in the media piled on the 20-year-old guard, and his medical history didn't even help much since he had lingering effects from the surgery to address his congenital heart defect. Well, fast forward to his time in the G League, and Bronny seems to have found his confidence back. The shooting guard is finally rising above all the pressures and criticism and playing like the Bronny James many knew him to be in high school and before his cardiac arrest. Well, for what it's worth, many in the league have also taken notice of the kid and have been in awe of how he has changed his situation. NBA reacts. Los Angeles Lakers head coach J.J. Redick has so far been the biggest fan and noticer of Bronny James's improved confidence. And according to him, the only thing the shooting guard needs to do to really take off is to overcome his fear of failure.
He's very coachable. I think there's and I've told him this. He's got to get to the point where it's okay to fail. And I think he has a real reservation to fail. And I think a lot of that is he's had a camera on him since he was 8 years old. I can't imagine, Knox and Kai having cameras at their rec league games. Like he's had attention on him. I'm cognizant of that. And I think once he develops that, he's gonna take off. Like literally take off. He will do anything we ask him to do, and he's done everything we've asked him to do.
Redick, who hasn't played Bronny much in the league, confessed that he has seen some on-court progress in his decision-making with basketball. I think where I see on-court progress is his decision-making with the basketball, the on-ball decisions both as a scorer and a playmaker. We're continuing to see the flashes of what we're really excited about. But we're excited about what he's done over the last 2 games and looking forward to see what he does in the lineup, Redick said. Miami Heat legend and 3-time NBA champ Udonis Haslem also spoke highly of the rookie, praising him for how he's handled all the critics and letting his game do the talking.
I think he's done a great job of, just quieting the noise and focusing on the things he can control. And when he do speak, he makes specific points which let you know that he's mature enough to understand his position.
His father and teammate LeBron James sounded optimistic about Bronny's talent and confidence, even getting better because he is still very young. He's 19 years old, so he has so much room to grow, LeBron said Friday. He has so much more to learn, but the best thing, he just keeps his head down and just stays focused. So the best will continue to come as he continues to work and continues to get better and better. 9-time All-Star Paul George, while discussing Bronny on his podcast, Podcast P with Paul George, revealed that he is a big fan of the young guard because he can do it all, and he hasn't even shown all he is capable of. I feel like he hasn't shown that he can really be elite at a lot of things, but I think he can be elite at a lot of things. I compare him to the Drew Holidays, the Derek Whites, guys that are glue guys that can go do everything on the floor and help you. That's kind of how I see him, George said. Four-time NBA champion Draymond Green noted that he was going to take a bet on the younger LeBron because he has the LeBron James DNA.
And I actually think Bronny is going to end up being a better pro than a lot of these players in this draft because has the athleticism, has the basketball IQ, plays the game the right way. I think he's going to be a good shooter in the NBA. I'm just going to take the bet that this kid works hard, which he does. He has LeBron James DNA, and I'm going to take the bet on that.
Nine-time All-Star and teammate Anthony Davis has been in awe of Bronny's defense and his IQ to see the game. He's tough. Obviously, he's defensive-minded. Some great blocks. He gets over on screens. Good with his hands as far as deflection and steals. But he's also still learning. He's still trying to figure everything out. So we have to realize that. He's still a rookie, and this is a different style of basketball in the league. But I like what I'm seeing from him on both ends of the floor, especially defensively, said Anthony Davis. Well, for what it's worth, Bronny isn't expected to be the Rookie of the Year. He has never been profiled as the type that can lead a team to the championship like his father. But seeing what he's been doing lately, there is no denying that he's got that talent. Well, NBA players aren't the only ones to be shocked by Bronny's new confidence. NBA fans have had some things to say too. And according to a user, Bronny getting his confidence up is fun to see. Can't wait till he pops back into the NBA. Another user commented, he's finally realizing his name is LeBron James. If you enjoyed this video, the next video on your screen is worth your time.